You've just had one of those days, or you're like me, fighting a cold, and the day seems so long. Maybe you finally got the kids to bed after a whirlwind of bedtime stories and tantrums. You collapse on the couch, pull out your phone, and start scrolling through social media. And there it is, a post from someone, a fellow mom, an influencer, or a friend who seems to have it all figured out. Their house is spotless, their kids are perfectly behaved, their career is soaring, and they're effortlessly juggling organic meals with Pilates and a sparkling marriage. And suddenly, that tiny voice in your head, the one you constantly battle, starts whispering, "Why can't I be like that? Am I a bad mom for prioritizing this work project? Or should I feel guilty for needing 5 minutes of silence? What would they think if they knew I fed my kids dino nuggets and turned on the TV today?" If you have a hard time shaking what other people might think of you, this episode's for you. Welcome back to the podcast, Not Just Moms, where we talk about who we are beyond motherhood and who we aspire to be. I'm Stephanie, your life and mindset coach and fellow mom, navigating this beautiful, crazy journey we call parenting. If you've ever felt that crushing weight of external judgment, that relentless pressure to live up to someone else's idea of that perfect mom or the perfect woman, then this episode is your permission slip. Today, we're diving deep into regret-free living and stopping the cycle of caring about what others think. This isn't about becoming a hermit and hiding in your house. It's about reclaiming your power, defining your own success, and truly thriving on your own terms. For ambitious moms like us who love our children fiercely, but also crave the what else there is, be it career growth, personal passions, or just a moment of peace, this is a fundamental skill. We're going to explore why we fall into the trap of seeking external validation, how to identify the voices that truly matter, and most importantly, equip you with practical strategies to start living a life that feels authentically yours, free from the burden of others' opinions. So get ready to release that invisible weight because a more confident, more regret-free you is waiting. So why do we, especially as ambitious moms, find ourselves so entangled in the web of caring what others think? It's a complex beast, but understanding its roots is the first step to untangling it. First off, let's acknowledge the immense societal pressure placed on mothers. From the moment we announce our pregnancies, the world has opinions: how we should eat, how we should give birth, how we should parent, how quickly we should bounce back, and how much we should love every single second. There's the relentless narrative of the perfect mom, effortlessly juggling full-time work, organic meal prep, spotless homes, perfectly adjusted children, and a thriving sex life and marriage. It's an impossible standard, yet it's everywhere we look. Then, don't get me started on social media's powerful influence. We scroll through curated highlight reels, comparing our messy, real lives to someone else's perfectly filtered, posed moments. It's a breeding ground for inadequacy. We see one mom homeschooling and baking artisanal bread, another launching $1 million business with a baby on her hip, and a third who's seemingly always on permanent vacation, in the best shape with her kids. Suddenly, our own choices feel less than. This fuels the mom guilt, that pervasive, insidious feeling that we're constantly falling short, no matter what we do. We feel guilty for working. We feel guilty for not working. We feel guilty for screen time. We feel guilty for taking some alone time. This external pressure often gets internalized. We absorb these societal messages and turn them into our own harsh inner critic. I should be doing more. A good mom wouldn't feel this way. What will my mother-in-law think if I put my child into daycare? We become our own harshest judges, driven by the fear of disapproval, even if that disapproval is imagined. We might even believe that this self-criticism is what motivates us to be better, to do better, but really it just paralyzes us and chips away at our confidence. For ambitious women who are also mothers, there is an additional layer of complexity. We are wired to achieve, to strive, to make an impact. But when that ambition clashes with traditional motherhood expectations, such as a good mom always puts her kids first, we're caught in a profound, never-ending conflict. We might feel judgment from others if we pursue our careers, or from professional peers if we prioritize our family. It's a no-win situation if we're constantly trying to please everyone. But here's the truth. Your journey is unique. Your kids are unique, and your version of a fulfilling life is entirely your own. Recognizing why we care is the first step to letting go. How do we actually stop caring what others think and start living a regret-free life? It's a muscle you have to build. It might be hard at first, but it's absolutely doable. First, you need to identify whose opinions truly matter. Here's a tough truth. Most of the they you're worried about aren't thinking about you at all. This is something that I always tell my clients because this is a common theme that a lot of us women suffer from. This elusive they. But the thing is, even if they are thinking about you, it's fleeting. So start by creating your inner circle of trust. This includes your partner, maybe a very close friend, a trusted mentor, or your children for decisions that directly impact them. These are the voices you listen to, the ones who offer genuine support and constructive feedback from a place of love. Everyone else, they're just noise. It's like a stadium of people yelling, but you only turn to hear the voice of the person sitting next to you. Next, you must define your own values and priorities. What does a regret-free life look like for you? Not for your mom, not for your neighbor, not for your best friend, or your perfect Instagram mom. Grab a journal and ask yourself, what truly brings me joy? What kind of mom do I want to be? What kind of person do I want to be? What kind of impact do I want to make? What does enough look like for me? When you have a clear internal compass, external opinions lose their power. If someone judges you for working, but your value is financial independence and being a role model for your children's ambition, their judgment simply won't stick. It won't matter what they think because their values are not your values. And the next one is set boundaries like a pro. This is crucial for ambitious moms. Learn to say no to extra commitments that drain you, no to unsolicited advice that doesn't serve you, no to conversations that make you feel inadequate. Boundaries aren't walls, they're self-care. They protect your time, your energy, and your emotional well-being so that you can pour into what truly matters to you. Practice self-validation. This is about becoming your own biggest cheerleader. When you make a decision that feels right for you and your family, validate it internally. This feels right for us. I'm making the best choice that I can right now. You don't need an external stamp of approval. This is especially vital when you're doing something unconventional. Your own internal knowing is powerful enough. For example, when I decided to let go of my business to care for my young children, it was a hard change. I mean, I struggled a lot. I think a lot of women, when we're transitioning from working to not working, you feel as if you are not contributing to your family, even though I was, and we can do a whole nother episode on this later. My clarity came when I was watching this Bill and Melinda Gates documentary a few years ago. I remember her talking about how she took a step back from her work at Microsoft because this is what was best for our family. And she said that she knew what kind of childhood or life she wanted to give her kids, and that didn't fit with both parents working at the time. So they made this choice because it was the best for their family. I mean, I'm going to be honest, like in my head, I'm thinking, okay, if someone like Melinda Gates, who has such genius, all these years of experience, she's an executive, she has a lot to lose. But just her having that clarity and just hearing what made it very clear for her to just make this choice, right? When I heard that, that just helped me review what was best for my family unit. What did I envision for my kids, my life, my husband, for us? And how did that fit with whatever else was going on? So that really helped me see that this was the best choice for our family for the time being. So that helped me drown out the outside judgments. Let's talk about some powerful truths that will shift your mindset. Recognize projection. Often people's judgments are projections of their own insecurities, fears, or unfulfilled desires. When someone criticizes your choices, it might be because they secretly wish that they had the courage to make similar ones. It's never about you. Have you seen that meme like, you can't make everyone happy, you're not a donut, or you're not a coffee? I mean, I get the meme because I love donut and coffee, but I know a lot of people are thinking, oh, I don't like coffee, I don't like donut, right? And this just further validates the point. You will be unable to please everyone. It is impossible. And number 2, understanding there are diverse paths. So there is no single right way to be a mom, to have a career, or to live a fulfilling life. So embrace the beautiful diversity of the human experience. Your path is valid, even if it looks different. So finally, how do we deal with specific scenarios? So number 1, judgmental relatives. I like to politely pivot. So something like, thanks for your concern, we've got it covered. Or, that's an interesting perspective, yeah. But we decided to go a different way. Or when someone offers me advice, but in the form of, well, we did this, or I did this, I just respond with, I love that so much for you. And then the next group, the online perfect moms, I don't know how much I can stress that social media is a highlight reel, and it's very highly curated and posed and planned out. And so if there are accounts that you follow that make you feel bad, just delete them. Don't follow, don't engage, right? And instead, if you want to be a part of social media, follow accounts that inspire and normalize the real messy parts of life. Follow me, because my life looks messy. And ever since I got into online creation, YouTube, podcasting, there's a lot of stuff that goes into the behind the scenes, like just filming or making a reel or making that image. there's a lot of planning and scripting and thought process. So when you're looking at this highly curated reel, just know that that took weeks, hours, months to create. So that's not real life. So you cannot compare apples to apples when you're looking at your everyday kitchen counter and it does not look like this curated reel. Reclaiming your narrative is all about intentionality. It's a daily practice of choosing your peace over their opinions. So you've heard the why and the how. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Here are 3 simple, regret-free living practices you can try today. Number 1, the who cares filter. The next time you feel a pang of worry or concern about what someone thinks, ask yourself, does this person's opinion genuinely impact my core values or my family's well-being or my personal happiness? If the answer is a no, then practice a mental delete button. Delete. Acknowledge the thought and let it go. Number 2, define your top 3 values. So take 10 minutes today, right now, and write down the 3 most important values that guide your life. Is it freedom? Is it connection? Creativity? Impact? Every time you make a decision, check it against these values. If it aligns, you're on the right track regardless of the external noise. And number 3, today I want you to make one decision for yourself or your family, however small or big, that is purely based on your needs or preferences without a single thought about what anyone else might think. Maybe it's ordering takeout instead of cooking, or maybe it's wearing sweats all day, or choosing to work on your passion project instead of doing laundry. Revel in the freedom. We all have to start somewhere, so start with those baby steps and see where that takes you. I want to leave you with a powerful message just for you, just in case you need this reminder. All you ambitious moms out there need to hear this. You are enough. Your love for your children is enough. Your dreams and ambitions are enough. There is immense strength in choosing authenticity over external validation. Be patient and be gentle with yourselves as you shed these layers of expectation that has been put on you from the day you were born. It's gonna be a process. It's not an overnight flip of a switch. But every single time you choose your truth, you pave the way for a more genuine, more joyful, and truly regret-free existence. You are a role model for your children, not just in what you do, but in how you live authentically and unapologetically. Next time, we're going to dive deeper into how to cultivate unshakable self-confidence from the inside out so that you can truly own your choices. So hit that subscribe or follow button so that you don't miss this next episode. And as always, share this with a girlfriend who you think could hear this message today. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.